stressed out, mama? Are you overthinking everything? Are you letting everything freak you out, overwhelm you, and cripple you in fear, anxiety, and stress, especially when it comes to your kids? Don't worry, so are 99% of other moms. I'm Sarah, and I am a mom just like you. I am here to give you the tips and tricks to simplify, de-stress, and unwind, because motherhood doesn't have to be so hard, and you aren't alone. Grab a cup of coffee or pour a glass of wine and join me every week as we talk all things mom. I will share personal stories, what works for me, and yes, we will even chat with other real-life mamas just like you. It's time to unwind. Good morning. I'm sitting on my back porch and decided I should pop in live this morning because Aaron's off work today for the holiday weekend, and I'm just going to unplug for the rest of today and this weekend like I always do since it's a holiday and to protect my own energy and health. So I wanted to pop in now and get day 5 of our 5 areas of wellness in, which is intellectual wellness. Now, I say this is probably the hardest one to tap into for a lot of people. It's the one that gets pushed to the side the most and the quickest, but it's super important. I believe that we need to be lifelong learners, and that's the only way that we're going to truly be fulfilled. And if you feel like something's missing, you feel like you're just in this like Groundhog Day, so to speak, of life and everything's mundane and it's just the same thing over and over and you're tired of it, you're probably not challenging yourself and you're probably not working on your intellectual health, right? So how can we do this? What can we do? Number 1, challenge yourself. Hey, so challenge your thoughts and your opinions. Why do I think this? Am I thinking this because this is what I grew up learning? Do I really understand why this is my opinion? You know, what's affecting my opinion? So challenge yourself in your thoughts. Oh, yes, Alicia, thank you. This has helped with confidence too, which we talked about, I think, yesterday in social wellness. So awesome. Be a critical thinker. Think about things. Think about what you're seeing or what you're hearing, or even when you're having just a conversation with your spouse or something, be a critical thinker about it. Have an opinion and share it, express it. This is huge. I feel like so many people are so, they want to people please, or they're afraid to rock the boat, or they don't want to. And so whether it's they don't know their own opinion or they're just afraid to share it because it's different than the people they surround themselves with, you need to, that's where this confidence piece comes in. Be confident and have an opinion, know why you have your opinion, and then it's easy to just share it with people. But going along with that, also be open-minded, because just because you have an opinion and that's the way you think and you feel, it doesn't mean everybody needs to think that way, and be accepting and loving of other people's opinions. I feel like I've been going through this a lot this week, and it really hits home for me because I have an opinion about how I parent and how I want to handle the COVID situation. And there's some family parties that are going on this weekend that I don't feel comfortable with. And I respect their opinions, but I'm not getting the same respect in return for some of it. So basically, it's okay. Like, you do you and I can do me, but be open to listening to other people's opinions, because you might learn something, or you might realize that maybe your opinion wasn't what you really truly thought or truly believed. Practice active listening. It's really funny. As a kinder music teacher, we would talk about turning on our listening ears and rubbing your ear from the top to the bottom, because it wakes up your ear, and that's how we explain it to little kids. But it's an actual thing that active listening is a learned skill. You can hear people, but to actually focus and listen and hear what they're saying, not just like in one ear out the other and can be able to spit it back at you, is a learned skill. And you have to practice it, and you have to stay focused on if you're not used to it, stay focused on what the person is saying and not letting your thoughts drift. So that's a tool you can use to rub your ear from top to bottom before you get into a serious conversation, so that you're really engaging your listening skills and your listening ears. Travel and explore new places. I know that's kind of hard right now, but I know for us, we're going around and we're hiking in different trails that we've never hiked on before in our area, in our greater Metro Park area. So exploring even where you are. I always talk about being a tourist in your own town, because people don't understand or appreciate their own communities in their own towns, and sometimes don't understand, like, people come who live in Cleveland are like, why would people want a vacation in Cleveland? But if you take time to be a tourist and tour your own town, explore the places, you might learn something new, and it's really cool. When we're allowed to travel again, go travel. Don't be afraid of travel. Go places, see things, do different things. Don't always just go to the beach. Maybe, go to the mountains, or go to a lake, or a cabin in the woods. Like, there's so many things within our own country, within the world, that you can do once things open up and COVID calms down. So for now, stay within your own community and see what you can do to explore new places there. Work on your time management skills. This is huge also. Time management, if you're not don't have good time management skills, you're going to be all over the place. You're going to be stressed out, you're going to be chaotic, you're going to be overwhelmed, and there's not going to be time to learn new things, right? And I think that's a big reason why we push it to the side all the time, because we're constantly just go, 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 especially as moms. So work on your time management skills, work on time blocking, factor this kind of stuff into your day so that you can get it done, so that you can start to be a lifelong learner and fill yourself up in that area of your life. Read and listen to podcasts. So I know that I love to sit down and watch junk TV. I'm the queen of reality TV. If you follow my podcast, Unwind Mama, I have a whole episode about reality TV with one of my friends. So no shame in the reality TV game. But I also make sure that I am listening to podcasts. I'm reading personal development books. I'm reading other books. I read articles. I'm learning about parenting techniques. I'm learning about how I can be a better person. I'm learning about how I can help others. I'm learning about, right now I'm trying to understand gardening. It's not my thing, but I'm trying to learn about it. A big one, learning a new skill goes along with that. So you can read or listen to podcasts to go along with a skill you might want to learn. And for a lot of people, maybe weight loss. I talk to a lot of people who want to lose weight, who want to get fit and healthy, who want to eat better, but then they're cooking boxed macaroni and cheese. And they're like, well, I don't know how to cook. Well, that's a good opportunity to start learning and exploring different recipes, exploring different foods or different things. And how can you cook vegetables to make them not taste yucky to you or whatever it is. I love vegetables, so I can't relate. But, exploring different things and learning new ways to cook things or to bake or whatever it is going to fill you up. It's going to make you feel good because you're like, hey, look, I know how to do this now. Or I can garden now. Like I said, I'm working on gardening as I sit here and look at my lawn. Play games of strategy. So I talk about how Erin and I like to do date nights at home, and we play Scrabble or Gin and some of these different strategy games, card games, board games. And we love doing it because it's a fun bonding experience, but I think we also love it because there is that mental component to it, and that strategy and that competitiveness and having to actually think and use your brain in a different way, especially during this time. And especially for me, because I am working as a coach, but like he gets to talk to people and he has to strategize for his engineering job all the time. And I don't have that same level all the time of what I have to do, because sometimes you're just in mom land, right? So when you're just in mom land and your brain feels like it's going to mush, use that as an opportunity for date night and playing games to get your brain working again. And then lastly, doing word searches, crossword puzzles, or Sudoku. So I know I have an app I have an app for another strategy game it's called like Best Fiends or something. Anyway, I use that a lot too, but I had a word search app and a crossword app also that I rotate like the three of them depending on what I'm in the mood for. And our kids still like us to lay with them to fall asleep. And I'm a sucker, so I do. And when I'm laying there on the floor with them, it can be kind of boring. So I will play these, do like word searches and see if how fast I can do it. Some of them are timed and things like that. So it's little ways that you can incorporate your intellectual health into, I don't know what's happening at my window back here. Do you see that? Incorporating intellectual health into your day. It doesn't have to be serious and strict. It doesn't have to be hard, but start incorporating it, doing the games, adding a book or a podcast or an audiobook. I do audiobooks when I go for a walk or run. So adding these things into your day is going to help your intellectual health. So let me know what you do. I want to know if you work on your intellectual health. You may not even realize you do, but start to be aware of that. What is it that you do? Share in the comments. And if you don't, what would you like to start doing? I hope that you guys have a great holiday weekend. I hope everybody's staying safe. I know we're just hanging around here and going to have our own fun in our backyard, but it will still be a fun holiday weekend. So cheers, mamas. I'm signing off until Monday.